Brothers and sisters, I first want to thank the organizers for inviting me. It's always, even though it's very difficult, it's a strain on my own family with my traveling. I do it because, I love to do it. I love to help Muslims. For those of you who think that I can somehow help you, I mean, you may not be the smartest people in the world for inviting me, but at least you're the nicest. I thank you, but even if you invited me just as a participant, not as a speaker, I would have felt honored. And I'm always very thankful to Allah to have the privilege to address Allah's servants. That's something I don't take lightly. It's a very big responsibility. I want to thank all of you for coming. And I know that those of you who came, you paid to come here. You paid a fee. And I wish that we can have these kind of programs. I wish that they could be free, but the reality that it costs money. The reason they charge you because it costs money. The fact of the matter is that this conference is in deficit, about $8,000. Just everything we do costs money. To rent this place, for the food, and I know that some of you are thinking that you already paid too much. But despite that, I'm asking each one of you to go in your pocket. And if you felt that this was a program, that you got something from it, your family, and you benefited some way, I'm asking you to make a contribution. I'm going to make a contribution. And I hate to say what I'm going to do because it's such a small amount that some of you may be thinking about giving $1,000, but when I say what I'm going to give, you may change your mind. But I'm going to give $100 myself right now. And I'm asking you to give what you can. Those of you who can match me and give $100, do it. If you can't, if you can do more, if you can do, yes, you are like what Jazaak Allah. SubhanAllah. Now I noticed that when you raised your hand was like that. Does that mean 5 or 1? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Jazaak Allah. Alhamdulillah, my brother matched my 100. Jazaak Allah. I wish that as many of you that can, because this is an Islamic function. If you know yourself, if you have $100, you can afford it, then pay, inshallah. If you can give more, if we had 8 brothers and sisters who could give $1,000 each, who can afford to give $1,000, I'm asking you, I'm not going to do a fundraiser. I'm going to ask you this once, I'm going to sit down. And our experience is that if you ask someone to put money in the bucket, usually because you're not haranguing you just put $1. This is the way we are. You put $1 or $2, you say, MashaAllah. If I stood here half an hour and kept haranguing you, you get more. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spare you and spare myself. And spare your looks. I know how you can look when you ask for money. Do you know that there was a young girl, 9 years old, who had an operation, a 9-hour operation. I think she was 7 years old. Had a 9-hour operation a couple weeks ago. You know what kind of operation she had? She had an operation to allow her to smile. She was born with a disease that she couldn't smile. And the Prophet ﷺ said, even a smile is sadaqah. And I'm saying to you that we need to raise millions and millions and millions of dollars. Yes, $50 million and $100 million. And in the future, we'll be coming to you to ask for that money. And I want you to be happy and joyful and jump up and give what you can for the sake of Allah, because we only build a future based on our willingness to give. So please, brothers and sisters, I'm asking you to go in your pockets right now. We're gonna, if you can come, there's a bucket here. If you come put your $100 there, or $1,000 there, we would greatly appreciate it. Again, the deficit is $8,000. If you can write a check for $8,000, fine. If one of you can, it wouldn't be too much for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you very much. I thank all of you for coming. We enjoy each other. I've seen some of you I haven't seen for years. Happy to see you again, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and your family. So please, brothers and sisters, before you go, make sure you put something in the bucket. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.